Thank you. Being an accountant, I love to talk about assets only, not much the liabilities. The thing I'm talking today is self-empowerment. Empowerment is something, it's really a fixed asset to you, to yourself. It's a fixed asset. So gaining asset is nothing much. I know you don't need to travel to gain that empowerment to get really in terms of in kind or in material. It's abstract. Empowerment is abstract and it is a fixed asset to you. It won't depreciate. It's that kind of assets. So it's an asset that will empower you. That gives you the power, really strength from your inner heart. So this is what is self-empowerment. It's about giving you the power to take control of your own life, how you want to live. And this is only the asset till that I found it won't depreciate. It always increases. There is no depreciation on it. And then most importantly, I'm talking about the self-empowerment. And it is about you, about me. And then as a person, sometimes we are not only a single. We have a mind, and then our right mind thinks sometimes some things, and then left thinks sometimes some things. So it means sometimes we are I, and we, and me as well. As an individual, we are many. We need to accumulate it. And then the thing is, in this world, there is no one that particular. We say above, forget about the God or whatever you believe. They might know who you are, but in real practical sense, there is no one else outside. Even your boyfriend, even your girlfriend, they don't know. Even if your dad and mom, they don't know you. It is only you, you know who you are. It is only you. And it is another great asset. It is another great asset. And please be honest with yourself to gain the empowerment. Otherwise, you can't get it. If you lying yourself, there is liability. And then if you are lying and then not really honest within yourself, you can't be empowered, and then you cannot get such type of fixed asset. Not having fixed asset, having liquid assets is very dangerous. If you have a can, you will spend it. If you have a card, it might get, it takes time, right? So don't get the liquid assets. You have to have a fixed assets, and then it is another fixed assets, and only you, only you can know and define yourself. There is no one else can define you. They can only, presume. For me, I'm an accountant, only that, right? Right? Yeah. And then for you, someone is a student, someone is a professor or whatever. The community or the other, or from my eyes to you, is a Sangeet Shrestha, you are a good speaker, right? So nothing else. Only you can define yourself. And then it is very, very important to know yourself. Please be true within yourself. Don't lie. If you are lying or pretending something, you are gaining liabilities. Having liabilities is danger. Having credit card is danger. Having debit card is very good with extra amount in your pocket or in your account. So no one knows you better than you. No one understands your goal better than you. So no one knows what you are going through. Right now, today I am standing here and speaking in front of all of you, but you guys don't know how I'm traveling at my back. Whether I'm in pain or I'm in dangerous situation or whatever, or I'm in over the moon happy. You guys really don't know that, but I know that, and I have to be true myself. Then only I can get the assets. If you have assets and you have a real strength, you can impart and get this, get success. So no one knows what obstacles stand in your way better than you. So it's only you. You can get help from your friends, family, or you can relate it to make it, just simple. But the real things only you know. And then empowering you and getting succeed it's all about, it's abstract. How you perceive, how you take is important. You know, some of my friends said, oh, you are more successful in quite young age, you have everything, all this. But it's not like that. How I perceive is important. I'm still hunger to get succeed. I'm not succeed. And then everyone has a set target. What's the limit of success? How they define the success? It's abstract anyway. And then you know your real success. Others can only relate and mean it, but they cannot really feel it, right? So getting success is another part. And then what you have to do is, I already spoke about it, you are a great asset yourself, and then your family, then your friends, then your vision, then to your society, and after all, if you are moving on to globe at large. It's all about you. If you are good, if you are nice, honest, and then if you are really, really nice, you are very nice to others. Otherwise, if you are yourself contradicting something right, wrong, and you are in dilemma, you are not clear, so you cannot deliver anything to your family. You cannot deliver anything to your society. So you need to be identified first, very true, yourself, stay true and honest, and then only you can be a good asset to others. You don't be liability to others. You are first very fixed asset to you, then only if you are good at your asset, you can be asset to others as well. And then to gain all these assets, you have to have a confidence with. So confidence doesn't really mean if you are not doing anything, you don't need a confidence. But if you are in a track, even if you are a student and you are studying, you have to have a confidence to pass that level of whatever you're doing, bachelor's, diploma, or master's, right? You have to have a confidence. You have to be very positive, and then you have to care your health. Health is very important, and then you have to be constructive, and you never expect anything from others relatively. Okay, well, in family, your dad and moms is there, and your friends, family, environment, everything is there, but really do not expect and plan. Don't expect. And then you do your one job. And then if you want anything to achieve, be the change you want. And then I'm a good speaker. I love to talk, but it is very hard for me to be a good listener. Please try to be. I'm trying anyway. And always don't leave anything pending. Get things done to the extent possible. If you need help, or it's not always possible to get things done, it might take time, but try to get things done. And then be faithful to gain that particular fixed asset. Then only you can empower. So empowering yourself, gaining all those assets, gaining positivity, gaining confidence. So why do you all need that? Because you want to succeed in your one area, right? So depending on your choice and your areas, if you have that true asset within yourself, I can 100% assure you that you will succeed. You will succeed. So to succeed, you have to have some, like you need to define your choices and be strict on it. So at the same time, you cannot be an actor, you cannot be an accountant, you cannot be all these professions. Like multi-talented person can carry on, but you have to define it. Define your choices and aim, not only one, define it twice and concentrate on it. And then do your homework, set your target, set your goal, generate and implement your strategies and ideas, and build to last. Just you do something and leave it here. It's for today, not only. Today's conference, today's session is going forever, for next year, and then again, it will have a long-term impression. I mean, that build to last, and then as always, be good, do good, see good, be ambitious, and then lastly, be yourself. Be Dila Khare, be Samir Manbar, be Pjay Shrestha. Don't copycat. Be yourself, whoever you are. Be yourself. And being yourself is very dangerous. Being yourself is very dangerous, you know. There is complexity. Yeah. If I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat, there is a problem, right? You have to stick within that, right? So you don't have much choice if you are being yourself. You don't have much choice. But you have to stay yourself. And then to stay yourself, you have to be very simple. Take the things very simple. Don't make anything very complex and ambiguous. Take it very simply. If it's not for you, don't jump in. Just take it very simple. Again, I'm repeating, be good, do good, and see good. Be ambitious, be yourself, and don't be important. You don't need to be important. Stay simple, stay simple. As long as you are simple, and then you are doing your things correctly, so you will be valued. Be valued. Don't, get attentions and don't try to make yourself, you are the very important. Don't relate like this. Be yourself, be simple, and be valued. This is what only you can get if you are true and honest within yourself, and if you have that fixed asset. And then if you have that debit card only, don't get the credit. Right? And then having all those assets without depreciation is really, really challenging. Really, really challenging to maintain, that assets and not getting depreciated. So you have to have, what you have to have is, you have to learn from your past, make sure you are reasonable and doing right to the extent possible, to the extent your brain catches and do the right things. Focus on your future. You have to think your future as well. And then don't afraid with the failures. Just get in, get failed. Someone said 11th time you are recruited, or someone who knows what happens, it takes 51 times. Right? Don't get afraid with failures. Keep on trying, stay honest. So do not compare. Don't compare with Dila Farrell. Don't compare with Vijay Kapur. Be yourself and then be valued. Do not compare. And definitely you will be succeed. And then these are the parameters I just talked. Myself, I do believe in practicality, and I'm talking about just principle things. It's a thoughts, right? But I'm really, really in a track to relate into my practical life as well. So success is nothing that you can get it from the shop. It is something you can imagine. It's abstract. So success, what do you tell me? I'm here and then doing a good speech today. I feel myself I am success. But about one of my friends, he just missed this session today. He says, you're doing nothing. So it's not success for him. So it's abstract. How do you relate here? You want me to do more better, but I'm just trying this. And then for him, it's a step in, but for me, it's a success, right? So it depends. It's abstract. And then these things, whatever the assets you get within yourself, how do you want to protect it and how do you want to take it is important. The success, I already said, it's abstract. Having success and not having a good sleep is bad. You have to have a very good sleep. And then only that kind of people can have a very good sleep. Those who have a honesty and that fixed asset, I already told. That fixed asset never depreciates. Give you a very sound sleep. I guarantee you. So having peace and happiness within you is the real success. You have to have that within you, and you have to have sleep very well. If you can't sleep well, what's the matter of having million? No. So, and then after all that, getting that into it, and then you just have all that assets, and then let's say you were success, and everything was fine with you, and then you are moving well ahead. And then if you cannot really good to relate it, you need to relate that success to your fellow colleagues, family, friends, and whatever possible, right? So spread and relate it over all people's life to the extent possible. So what I mean is, if you have something, just relate it to those who do not have that. If you have extra dollars, just give it to someone it's required, right? So relating it to the family, friends, and then your society is important. Being success is nothing. If you cannot really relate it to others' benefit and then others' life to make them change and to give them a peace and happiness. And finally, thank you very much for listening.